A shocking piece of news recently spread across social media like wildfire. It claimed that Saudi Arabia was planning to lift its 73-year-old ban on alcohol. Not for everyone, but for a select group: wealthy diplomats, expatriates, and elite circles, especially ahead of the FIFA World Cup 2034. This claim triggered an explosion of reactions. Muslims across the world were left stunned, confused, and even angry. The report suggested that Saudi Arabia, the land that hosts the two holiest sites in Islam, Mecca and Medina, were now preparing to take a step that crossed a red line. Critics began accusing the kingdom of following Western culture inch by inch, abandoning its Islamic identity and turning into another version of modern Gulf cities like Dubai. After days of outrage, Saudi officials came forward and firmly denied these reports. They clarified that the claim about lifting the alcohol ban was false. It originated from a wine blog, not an official source, and it was picked up and amplified by international media without verification. In short, it was just a rumor.
When you say, you mean you have to go to a hotel?
No. There's no alcohol at all.
So there's no alcohol. So the entire experience of the Saudi World Cup, from the moment you get off the plane, in your hotel, in the stadium, in the restaurants, in the coffee shops, will be alcohol-free.
Rather like our weather, it's a dry country.
Now, it is true Saudi Arabia has been undergoing rapid transformation, most of which does require condemnation. Under MBS, concerts and entertainment events have increased, and fashion shows are also being organized. The strict gender separation has also vanished. Of course, for a nation that hosts two of the holiest sites on earth, it's a dangerous shift away from Islamic values. These actions, like the introduction of fashion shows and music concerts, should at no cost be tolerated in the land of Saudi Arabia. These were the practices that took place in the period of ignorance, and this is what the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, fought against too, apart from the abolishment of idol worship. But in the cover of criticisms, there are attempts to relate Saudi Arabia to even those actions that it did not commit. They haven't announced any such lifting of alcohol prohibitions for FIFA 2034. This is not the first time Saudi Arabia has been targeted with questionable reports. Recently, another viral claim suggested that Mohammed bin Salman was pressuring Donald Trump to launch an attack on Iran before the attack on Iran even took place, which means before February 28th. That claim too was later exposed as false. Now let's be clear, there are real changes happening in Saudi Arabia. And yes, some of those changes are being criticized by scholars and Muslims worldwide. Those concerns are valid and deserve accountability. But when fake news is mixed with real concerns, it creates confusion and division, and most importantly, it weakens the unity of the ummah. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned us about exactly this. He said, "It is enough falsehood for a person to speak of everything that he hears." This means not every viral message is truth, not every trending topic is reality, and not every outrage is justified. We as Muslims should be very careful in passing any news forward. We must verify. Because false information doesn't just harm reputations, it harms the entire ummah. Right now, when the Middle East is on fire, there are many false news being circulated mostly by sites like Wall Street Journal, Washington Post and New York Times. Of course, it doesn't also mean that all news that they post is false, but it means verifying the news before passing it on. Because if we pass on unverified information that turns out to be false, we will be held accountable. O you who have believed, if there comes to you a disobedient one with information, investigate, lest you harm a people out of ignorance and become over what you have done regretful. That's all for today. If you found the video informative, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Jazakum Allahu khairan.